get into our Raw recap here. I'm going to bounce around a little bit. What do you guys think about Becky Lynch coming out with the lemonade a little bit there between the Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler type match there? What do you guys put about that, which is a little prelude into our future episodes, but I just wanted to talk about this a little bit. What do you guys think about Becky Lynch not being on the card, and expect Trish and Becky Lynch not being on the card, and her coming out with lemonade, especially after Triple H's press conference saying people got to make lemons out of lemonade?
Okay, I was just about to ask about that. Like, did she? So she came out with the lemonade in response to what Triple H said at the press conference about people being left off the card, and essentially when they're giving opportunities to make lemonade out of lemons. Is that essentially what this whole thing is about?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. I just want to keep it on.
No, because I saw her out there with the lemonade, and I was just like, I wonder, was she just out there? Is she just in character? I mean, is there a meaning behind it? And then I saw
she's a definite troll, so she
exactly, and then
takes that full force.
And then I saw on some dirt sheet sites, they're like, "Oh yeah," now that she responded to what Triple H said, and then when I saw his comments, and but I mean, Triple H also said at the press conference that as far as matches being left off the card, I mean, he kind of had like the corporate answer of, well, the card was never announced, so how do you guys know what was taken off and what was going to initially be on? I mean, as far as you guys know, it was probably planned for this match to happen at a later time. It's not like we put the match on the card and then we took it off.
He's just covering his ass at that point.
He essentially was calling up the dirt sheets and saying that, like, how do you guys know what was pulled off? Nothing was even announced initially. So what do you mean? So but that's Becky. As Lewis just said, Becky Lynch is the ultimate troller when it comes to how she's booked and everything, and how people respond to how she's booked. I can remember a time, I forget, it was when she had just won both the SmackDown and Raw women's titles, and God rest his soul, one of the members of the LOD, Animal. He had made a comment about her, saying that she needs to be a full babyface instead of like the character she was portraying, and like she had like shared a screenshot of an article title, and I guess like the article title says that Road Warrior Animal thinks and so and so, and then Becky kind of like put something on top of it, like the title of this article is wrong, as to say Road Warrior Animal can't think. So Becky Lynch is doing things of that nature. But to go on with this story, I think Shayna Baszler was a part of this segment. When Shayna came out with the black eye, and Becky was like, "Yeah, Shayna, you look rough." That was funny. I'm sorry. That was funny when she said that. Because Shayna was looking rough.
But it is.
She got jacked.
Yeah, she got messed up. It is crazy though how when you think about it, this whole feud with her and Trish has gone nowhere, and it's literally just kept her locked up for like 2 months. Like it's kept her out of the title picture, kept her out of the tag title picture, and it's just like, when are we going to get Becky back in? Like, you have a prime star right now, or here, and this is what you're putting her in. So I guarantee she took that lemonade thing. It's like, oh, you want to talk about making lemonade? Well, here's my lemonade, and this is what I'm going to make sure I get back into or make the crowd want me to be back into that spot, which I think is what she was totally doing.
Definitely.
I understand her frustrations and stuff like that. Of course, with the lemonade stuff, of course, you guys know I'm always the Becky Lynch. I don't want to say hater, but kind of
negativity,
critic. Critic. I want to say critic here.
I smell
just in terms of her storyline. Do you believe her storyline? Let's be honest here. Her storyline wasn't good enough to be on the card at SummerSlam. It was not. They have given this. They have given this TV time. They have given this pay-per-view time. And it just hasn't hit. As I said before in the chat, I think we chatted back and forth. The only positive thing about this whole feud has been Zoe Stark's performances. Mm-hmm. Zoe Stark is a good in-ring performer. She's rubbing elbows with legends, right? So from that standpoint, that's been good. But in terms of her getting on the card and her and Trish making Instagram posts and stuff like that, it's like you guys have been in main event matches. Like Trish and Lita main evented Raw when that wasn't taboo. That wasn't, women didn't do that. So for you to be in those high stake matches, those type of events, and then to think this feud is good enough to be on SummerSlam, you're crazy. You're crazy. That's just how I feel about it. And the whole Lemonade thing is definitely a shot. It's definitely a way to get the fans on her side and get them talking and get them moving about it. But it's just like, is this your best work with Trish Stratus? Is this your best work? Has this been smooth? Has Trish been the best in the ring with you? No, it has not.
And her
and we're going to get this match next weekend. And that too. So now you're talking to a wall in these promos, and it's not going over well. So it's like, I understand when everybody's sitting there, and I understand the point of taking her out of the title picture, because now we're potentially getting Raquel Rodriguez in that type of matchup. We're getting other people, Liv Morgan into that matchup, touching Rhea, going after Rhea. We actually got Raquel going after Rhea. We'll get into that. But it's just like this was the elevation. Of course, we've been thinking about Rhea really not having challengers, but Becky kind of had to take a step back, because I don't think they're taking the belt off Rhea right now. I don't think they're going to do that. And if you're fighting Becky Lynch, it's like, we need you somewhere else in the card where we can elevate some other people that we can have lose to Rhea Ripley in the time being, and then maybe build you back up later. And it's like, I feel like that's something that they had to do in order to get shine on other people, because Becky Lynch has been in the title picture, has been in high main event matches for a long time. And it's like, I'm going to be honest, you're not Charlotte. you're not a Bianca Belair right now. You're not better than those two. Let's be honest. You're not better than those two. So you have to take a step back in order to get other people involved, because that's the natural order of things. And again, this feud with Trish has not been good. It has not been good. The promo packages wouldn't have it even worked. So
no,
like,
I mean, I don't know. I feel like the fact that the feud between her and Trish hasn't been good isn't really her fault. It's just it's dragged on longer than it was. This shouldn't have been like a 2-3 whatever like feud. Like, this wasn't no like Edge against the Judgment Day where it's like, okay, they're actually gonna have good matches and cut good promos or whatever. Yeah, we're probably tired
legitimate
of it,
beef.
Exactly. And it was like, the way this whole segment was set up with who attacked Lita, and it was never like wrapped up like, who could it be? No, but like, we all fucking knew it was Trish, and it was just like, then her heel promos were just god awful, and every time she comes out and talks to the crowd, it's just like, what are you saying? Like, you really sound outdated and like a mom, and it was just like, oh my god, you guys are booing me. Like, what are you doing? Where is the real Trish? It's like, talk crap to the
not the Trish from 2001.
Oh my god, it's like, we get it, you're a heel, yeah, you're gonna talk crap to the crowd, but don't like feed it like, what, you guys are gonna boo that? Like, oh my god, are you guys really mad? Like, nobody talks like that anymore. Like, come on. So, and hey, she probably could be frustrated with how they've written the whole feud in general, So it's just like, you guys got me on this whole thing instead of letting me be in a probably better feud, or not even in the title picture, when you clearly have no one for the champion. Not saying that she has to get the title off of Rhea, but you could have still had whatever. You could have had like whatever, those turmoil tournaments, whatever.
Zoe and Trish threw her out of the title?
Or fatal four-ways. I don't know. Something.
They could have done something, but this feud is trash. It's terrible. No one's getting over. It's not benefiting anybody. And Like, it's just bad right now. It's just bad.
Yeah, simple.
We can get into our next topic. Unless, Brian, you got anything to wrap up, or you're done with that?
Yeah, no. I mean, y'all pretty much took the words out of my mouth. I mean, the whole feud has just been cringy as hell, and the cringiness is what kept them off the SummerSlam card. So that's really what it comes down to. But on the bright side, it's going to main event an episode of Raw in Canada. So I mean, we take it or leave it.
Hopefully it's a banger. Hopefully it's a banger.
It shouldn't. I mean, you saw Becky's response with some lemonade. So at this point, to make it up, the only way to make it up is to have them main event that show.
Yeah, basically.
Give Seth Rollins a break.
Hey, he's the workhorse.
Give the Judgment Day a break. What? What? We can get into Chad